And we're live on YouTube.
Awesome. All right,
Welcome to the
welcome
pits of
to
hell.
our reading of The Pit, a medical drama. We're starting a little late just because we had to do some last minute recasting, and for the most part, we're all doing this as a cold read. So we have a huge cast of characters tonight, and the majority of them are actually doctors of some flavor. Not surprising for a medical drama. Um, and just before we go through introductions, for those of you unfamiliar with how doctors work, we have attending doctors. These are like the official on-staff doctors. Then there are resident doctors who have already gone through med school, but they haven't finished the residency. So we'll see some of those. And then we have students that are still in med school working on getting their doctorate. So we have all three layers of doctors. Plus, we have nurses who go through a completely different training than doctors. And then we have a bunch of medics who are going to be like EMTs and emergency technicians that come in and bringing patients in from ambulances and such. So, five different levels of healthcare professionals today. Plus, we'll have the medical director, and then and everyone else, pretty much, except for one cop, is going to be a patient or relative of a patient. So this cast, I didn't count all the characters today, but there is a ton of them, and that's an awful lot to put into one pilot. So I won't make everyone list their characters today, because there's just way too many. But if you want to list a major character or two that you were playing, those most likely be the doctor characters, because the patients only kind of flit in and out of the script. So let's go ahead and get started with that, and we will start with Heather. If you could tell us
Hello.
your name, pronouns, where you're at, who you're playing, if you like, and where people can find you on social media.
Of course I like. I'm on like a high right now, and it's like awesome. My name is Heather Lee Cameron. I live in Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada, but I'm a dual citizen of Canada and the United States. I am an actor and I am a writer. It's wonderful to be here. I love artistry of all kinds. I've been doing artistry of all kinds forever. I can be found on YouTube under The Storm and Latter-day Saint, Facebook under Heather Lee Freelancer, and Instagram under Heather Lee Cameron. Tonight, I will be playing Dr. Michael Rabinovich, Dr. Jack Abbott, Amanda, and Carol, and I just feel so honored to play these beautiful characters. Just God bless them. They're amazing. The actors behind them are amazing, and I'm just so honored.
Awesome.
I studied for this.
Oops, one sec. Cat coming across the screen. Okay. Let's go to Vicky.
Hello, I'm Vicki Dykes. I'm from Penhold, Alberta, a small town, but it's right in the middle of the province. So I'm close to a major city and then two very major cities only a couple of hours away, Edmonton and Calgary. I'm sure you've heard of them. I'm going to tell a joke before I tell my pronouns. I identify as a postmenopausal woman. My pronouns are try me. Okay, I'm actually she, her. Today I will be Dr. Heather Collins and Gloria Underwood, who is the Chief Medical Officer, and a plethora of other people you shall see.
Awesome. Let's jump down to Haley.
Hello, everyone on YouTube. My name is Haley Bayermeister. I go by she, her pronouns. I am in Houston, Texas, and I've seen bits of the pit. I didn't mean to, but I fell asleep watching it. I'm gonna give it a second go, but this is exciting because I will kind of know what I'm getting into, and I really am excited to see these characters. I know I'm reading some really cool ones. Heather let me know of. So I think like Dr. Frank Langdon, I think that's a very cool character.
He's
Apparently,
complex.
he's complex.
God
I like
bless
it.
him.
Well, I'm complex too. I'll do him justice. No I'm kidding.
And God bless Patrick Ball for taking that on. If you're
Yeah,
listening,
I looked at the actor. I recognized he looks great. Nurse Donnie, Donahue, yeah, a couple of cool ones. I like Trinity Shaw from what I've seen. She seems awesome. Yeah, and I'm excited for this. I'm excited to be, I love a medical drama, and I've heard such great things. I mean, it won a lot of Emmys and stuff, so I'm excited. Excited to be here. And you can find me at Haley Elizabeth on Facebook, and then you can search Haley Beiermeister, Beiermeister, if you are so inclined to, on YouTube. I'm all up on there with a couple of Zoom reads with other groups, and then I have some of my um, acting on there. I guess I always forget this. I can say my YouTube thing. My YouTube handle is really easy. It has no numbers. It's just random yet awesome. I scored that when I was a nerd and way younger, but random yet awesome is my YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, you can find me there. And happy to be back.
Awesome. All right. And let's go down to John.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm John Clarence Gomez. My pronouns is they, them. I'm from Manila, Philippines. And I am playing the role of Nurse Mateo Diaz, Nurse Perla Alawi, Charlie, Dr. Yolanda Garcia, Cap, Otis, Dr. Aileen Shamsi, Esme, Doug Discol, Bennett Milton, intern, and I am also taking the role of Whitaker and Virgil Straker. And also, I will do the actions and descriptions teaser.
Awesome.
And you can find me on social media on my official account on Instagram, JC Gomez Official, and my second account, which is my podcast, the page of my podcast called The John Clavis Gomez Show. Also, after we do this read, I will do an interview with an theater actress and dancer from Australia named Sally Dashwood. Today, I have an interview with her today, and tomorrow I will upload it and you can listen to it. So please listen to my podcast called the Jack Clavis Gomez Show and follow it on Instagram under the username the JC Gomez Show. And that's it. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. My name is Kat Wilson, she, her pronouns, Gig Harbor, Washington. And tonight I'll be reading action descriptions in Act 2, and my primary character is Dr. Cassie McKay, a second-year resident, a very old second-year resident. 42 is an unusual age to be a resident doctor.
Her story is very complex.
Well, we'll find out maybe a little bit of it. So, and then Nurse Dana and Samira and a few other smaller parts. So, we'll go ahead and get started here then in our read, and I'm going to pull our script up onto the screen so we can all see it. And I did do a quick count. There are 47 characters that we'll be reading between the 6 of us today. So it'd be a little tough if you're out there in YouTube land to keep us together, but that's why we've got our script on the screen too. Is this too large? Can you see the whole thing?
I have the script in front of me.
I know, I'm talking to folks who don't have it in front of them. Do I need to make it smaller so you can see the whole thing, or can you
Yeah,
see?
it's too
Yeah.
big.
Too
Yeah.
big? Okay, let's make it down a little bit here. Let's see if this works. It should have changed size. It said it changed size, but it didn't change size. It's thinking about it. All right. All right, is that too small?
It's all right for me.
Sorry.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to back up here to the title. And John, you're going to start us off with action descriptions.
The Pitt, episode 101, 7 o'clock a.m., written by R. Scott Gamil. Paid in. Exterior, Pittsburgh skyline. Day, something would be like Baby by Robert Wadesley Blackwater. Surprise place as we fly over the still city of bridges, catching glimpse of Point State Park, Duquesne's Incline, etc. Exterior, Pittsburgh streets, day. We also see those who call the city home a diverse cross-section of various age, genders, and ethnicities. One of those we see is Dr. Michael Wobinovich, aka Dr. Robbie, 50s feet walking at a good pace as he listens to his AirPods carrying a satchel. Exterior, Pittsburgh Hospital Medical Center. Day. Robbie makes his way toward a monolithic structure built into a hill Pittsburgh Hospital Medical Center. Interior, PHMC. Day. Robbie moves along the new part of the hospital, bright and inviting with a scent like calmness. At the end of the hallway is a pair of doors leading to the emergency department. He used his keycard ID to gain access. Interior, emergency department, hospital entrance. Day. Robbie enters through the doors, which is an instant assault to the senses. Nurse Ronnie Dunawe, African American, 20s, upbeat most of the time, approached a whiteboard with various emergency department information, including the number of patients waiting, boarded in triage, etc.
What's the good word, Donnie?
Dunawe changed those numbers and not for the better.
We're fucked. Tonight, night shift was down 3 nurses and a tech. We have 52 in the waiting room, but it's only 24 triaged, and it's not even 7.
Sorry I asked.
Happy Friday.
Robbie continues on into the belly of the beast, walking by photos on the memorial wall of COVID heroes who died due to their service during the pandemic. He posed at one photo with a ritualistic sense of deference. The photo is that of a distinguished African American man identified as Dr. Montgomery Adamson, 1948 to 2020. Robbie heads towards the interior central work area. Continues. Overhead monitors display the board a list of all patients currently being treated. Is it true? Robbie suddenly finds himself bookended by a pair of Filipina nurses walking in step with him. Perla Alawi, 32, Muslim and wearing a hijab, eternally happy and motherly. And Princess de la Cruz, 29, animated and spunky. Simi told Hector that Dr. Devanjian said the hospital is up for sale.
They might turn it into an ortho center with no ER.
They're always threatening to shut us down, but they never do.
Do you believe him?
I never trust in doktor. Hindi ako umaasa sa mga doktor.
Oh, nice. Gloria is looking for you.
Robbie turns to see charge nurse Dana Evans, 57, a no-nonsense sniper approaching the desk.
No guts, no Gloria. Must be time for my weekly spanking.
You're sure you're cool being here today?
Why wouldn't I be? I'm good. I wish I was spending the day with Jake as planned, but
You decided to torture yourself.
I've been replaced by his new girlfriend.
Oh, that's sweet, though. Well, if you need to talk,
I won't, but thanks. Where's Abbott?
getting some air.
Really?
Unfortunately, Robbie knows what this means. Exterior, roof, helicopter pad day. Robbie exits and heads for the helicopter pad where another doctor is standing close to the edge like he's about to jump. Jack Abbott, 40s, handsome, but with an edge.
Morning, Jack. What are you doing here? I'm working. Good for you, man. You've beaten yourself up long enough. And you? I don't know. Had a guy come in hit by a drunk driver in a crosswalk, 39-year-old vet. Survived 3 tours without a scratch. I spent the last 2 hours coding him. Always a rough way to end the night. Oh, I must have had a reason at one time to keep coming back, but I can't think of it now. Because this is the job that keeps on giving. Nightmares, ulcers, suicidal tendencies. Besides, if you jump on my shift, that's just rude, man. I hope I'm never one of your patients. That makes 2 of us, my friend.
Abbott climbs down, heads back inside with Robbie. Interior elevator day. Robbie and Abbott ride down the elevator together.
I've got a pregnant teen coming back today for me for Pristone and a small bowel obstruction waiting on a surgery for the last 3 hours. And unfortunately, the Kraken is still boarding in BH. Still, that guy's been here over a week waiting for a psych bed. Yeah, and he's only getting worse. He's catching some Zyprexa disease at the moment, but when he wakes up, God help you. I wrote a note for the family of my dead vet if anyone shows up. Oh, and we've got the med students and a new intern starting today.
The doors open to the chaos to the emergency department as a naked patient runs by his port bag dragging on the floor behind him with Perla and Princess in pursuit. A man in a wheelchair accidentally wheels over the trailing port tubes, causing it to rip out of the runner's arm, leaving a trail of blood and of his scream,
You sure you want to work today, huh?
and of Robbie who may not be so certain after all.
Who left this mess?
Interior, Central Work Area, Day. Senior Resident Dr. Heather Collins, 40, African American, confident and smart, approached the board with disdain as she eats mashed potatoes from a takeout container. Dana is still at the desk.
Should I ask how you're feeling this morning?
I'm eating mashed potatoes for breakfast. What else? What does that tell you?
Say no more. Let me know if you need anything. Robbie's working this shift, by the way. Today's the day Doc Adamson passed. He usually takes it off.
Does this mean he's stopped blaming himself?
I doubt it.
Dana moves up as third-year resident Dr. Frank Langdon, 32, energetic and upbeat, walks up.
Good morning, sunshine.
You obviously haven't seen this board.
Ah, we've seen worse. Nothing like a good challenge now and then to keep everyone on their toes.
Oh, your enthusiasm sometimes makes me think you're on drugs, Langdon.
I am. Endorphins, baby. I ran a quick 6 this morning, followed by a 12-minute ice bath. Eliminates all inflammation in the body and boosts the immune system through all this really cool ways.
I stopped listening at Ice Bath.
Dr. Robinovich.
Interior, South Corridor, Day. Bobby and Abbott turn to see resident Dr. Melissa Mel King, 28, bubbly and enthusiastic, bounding toward them.
Melissa King, I'll be joining you today. Just finished 2 months at the VA.
Welcome to the Pitt. This is Dr. Jack Abbott.
Nice to meet you. I can tell you how excited I can't tell you how excited I am to be here.
Talk to me at the end of the day. Ignore him. He had a rough night and is having an ongoing existential crisis.
Oh,
Don't worry, you'll get there soon enough.
The three of them reach Interior, Central Work Area, Day.
Sorry, I'm having some problems with my screen. One sec. There we go. Erg. Sorry.
Interior, Central,
There we go.
Interior, Central Work Area, Day. Bobby, Abbott, and Mel join Collins and Langdon.
Morning, people. This is Melissa King. She's joining our service today. Where are Samira and McKay?
McKay is giving our new med students and intern a tour of chairs and triage, and Slow-Mo is with a patient.
Which means she should be done in a couple of hours.
Collins shares a look with Bobby.
She's smarter than all of us.
Yeah, but she's only got one speed. I married my second husband, Everett, in 1964.
Interior, Central Boarding Day. Third-year resident Dr. Samira Mohan, 36 Asian, personable, is beside with an elderly woman, Esther, 80s, alert and cheerful, taking a history.
He unfortunately passed in 1976 from a heart attack while we were vacationing in Kissimmee, Florida.
Bobby pops his head in.
Good morning. We're going to round Dr. Mohan.
Oh, excuse me, Estelle. I'll be right back.
Interior, Central Hallway, Day. Samira steps out to speak with Bobby as they head back to the Central Work Area.
You know, we track every resident's patient seen per hour.
I was just taking her history.
It's a brief backstory of what brought them in, not an autobiography.
I was almost done.
You hadn't even made it to this century.
You're right. I'm sorry. She just led such an interesting life. Her grandfather lost a leg to the grizzly bear, and a cousin of hers. All right, yep, I'll keep it brief. Patients, check in with registration.
Interior, Chairs Day. The dreaded waiting area is already full of the usual bookers, bleeders, and coggers, along with a colorful assortment of other would-be patients. A second-year resident, Dr. Cassie McKay, 42, wise and a little weary, escorts two med students, Victoria Jabadi, 20, Persian, petite but brilliant, Whitaker, 26, Caucasian, good-natured but nervous, and intern Trinity Shah, 26, Asian, competitive and acerbic, who trail her like lost goblins.
And a nurse eyeballs them to be sure they're not dying. If not, they move into one of the 2 triage rooms for vitals, and a quick chair exam where you can order labs and x-rays.
And then they go back to
The waiting room until a bed opens up. Oh, for how long? 8 hours if they're lucky, sometimes 12. John, that's you.
Is it always this busy?
No, it gets busier. They don't call it the Pitt for nothing.
Whitaker shares a look with the others, neither of which seem to be as concerned as he is as McKay steps
Into
interior triage 1 day. McKay entered the triage 1 exams with Whitaker, Shah, and Jabadi to find a triage nurse, Mateo Diaz, late 20s, with a killer smile, who looks like he should be staying on a telenovela, with a young mother, Sherry, sitting with their 2 kids, 10 and 8, that are barely awake. Sherry's right hand is covered up in a wash clothes.
Hey, Mateo.
Morning, Cass. This is Sherry.
I'm Dr. McKay. These are some student doctors. Would you mind if they observe?
Oh, sure.
So, what's going on, Sherry?
I burnt my hand pretty good on a sterno.
McKay gingerly uncovers the palm to find large burn blisters.
And what were you using the sterno for?
Cooking.
You're cooking with the sterno?
We were making s'mores.
That's fun. My son loves s'mores.
We've been here for hours, and I have to get them to school. Any idea how much longer this will take?
Well, we need to numb up your palm, remove the dead skin, clean it, and put a sterile dressing with antibiotic ointment. Did you take anything for the pain?
Not yet.
Thousands of
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
thousand of thousand of Tylenol, 400 of ibuprofen, and a saline dressing.
Yes, please.
McKay types in the orders as Langdon appears.
Langdon. That's Haley. I think you might be muted or not here.
McKay, we're going to round.
And the fun begins. We'll patch you up and get you out of here as soon as possible. I'll be back.
McKay and the med students exit and follow Langdon.
As you can see, we have some new faces this morning.
Interior Central Work Area Day. Robbie's addressing Abbott, Collins, Langdon, and Mel when McKay lands with Jabadi, Whitaker, and Shah.
Starting with second-year resident, Dr. Melissa King, fresh from the VA.
Yes, everybody calls me Mel. I'm super happy to be here. Trinity Shaw, intern.
Victoria Javadi, MS3.
She doesn't look old enough to drive.
Dennis Whitaker, MS4.
Welcome to the pit.
The charge nurse Dana Evans joins the herd.
This is the most important person you're going to meet today. Dana is our charge nurse. She is the ringleader of this circus. Do what she says when she says it. As you can see, the house is always packed and most of our department is clogged up with boarders. Those are the admitted patients waiting for a room upstairs, sometimes for days. Beds are a precious commodity, so be quick and efficient with your workups. We treat the sicker patients back here, but keep an eye on the waiting room to be sure no one's about to die out there. Senior residents got sign-outs? All right, let's do this.
Dana push a workstation on wheels and Robbie leads the gang stopping outside. Interior North Corridor Day, where a 20-year-old with a bandaged shoulder sits on a gurney, joking and laughing as he FaceTimes with his friends.
Virgil Straker, 9mm GSW to the left shoulder, CT angiogram, negative. Surgery wants to admit for overnight observation.
Good vitals. They repeat a crit.
Langdon works at the computer on wheels. His thumb is a little shaky on the mousepad.
Shouldn't have had that second cup of coffee.
Or maybe self-induced hypothermia from ice baths isn't such a good idea after all.
Don't you worry about me. I run hot, mama.
Dana just rolls her eyes.
Stable crits every 2 hours, 2 hours times 3.
Discharge on Sefton and get a recheck tomorrow morning. He'll get way more rest at home. Good morning, Mr. Straker. You want to go home?
Hell yeah! Interior Central Corridor Day. Vacant flyer, alcoholic, Louis waves as Robbie steps up with Langdon, Collins, McKay, Dana, Shah, Whitaker, and Jabadi.
Louis Cloverfield, blood alcohol of 420 at 11 p.m.
How's he still breathing?
For you and me, that's lethal. For Louis, it's happy hour.
Sobered up, had 2 rounds of Ativan.
Hold your hands out, Louis.
Louis holds out his hands and there's a fine tremor.
Another 2 of Ativan.
I'm on it, and a script for Librium.
Good to see you, Louis.
Always a pleasure, Doc.
Interior South Corridor Day. Collins Pheasant Charlie, 20s, a little scab up to Robbie as Collins, McKay, Shah, Jabadi, and Whitaker huddle around.
Oh, bar fight with complete avulsions of tooth number 8. Smile, Charlie.
Charlie smiles, revealing the lost tooth.
Who can tell me what tooth numb?
Right upper central incisor.
Correct.
Ready to be discharged on Penn VK with a dentistry referral.
Where's your tooth, Charlie?
John, that's your line there, Charlie.
Fuck if I know.
Maybe it's on the barroom floor.
Cancel the discharge and order a chest x-ray. Gotta rule out aspiration.
Incoming.
Boom! Medics. Posoni. 30s, big and burly. And Sprat. 30s, lean and tattoo. And that blast in with Sam Wallace. 40 blue collar, husky and unconscious on a gurney, C-spine collar and backboard. His head is wrapped in a big bloody bandage and he's getting bagged through an LMA.
42-year-old male, Sam Wallace, blunt head with agonal respirations, dropped down onto the T tracks. Couldn't tube him. LMA in place.
Suicide attempt?
Rescue. He's a good Samaritan. Took a pill helping an elderly lady who fell off the platform. She's right behind us.
Sure enough, another gurney is being wheeled in with an elderly woman on board. Minu, 70s Asian, speaks a foreign language no one understands. She's screaming in pain and her right lower leg is bandaged with a bulky dressing.
Elderly woman falls from T platform. Good vitals. No head injury. Degloving injury. Right lower leg with open fracture. Dislocation of the ankle.
Robbie leaves in the ABD pad for a quick look, revealing a degloved lower leg and foot missing all its skin with a deformed dislocation and fibula fracture. Nasty.
Trauma 2, let's go.
All right. Switch to Act 1. That's Haley.
Okay. Act 1, fade in. Interior trauma 1 day. Pozzoni exits with the gurney while Spratt lingers. Robbie keeps an eye on Samira, Mel, Shaw, and the nurse princess. A respiratory therapist bags Sam as the team gets to work. Apparently, he jumped down to save the lady. When he climbed back up, he slipped, fell back on his head.
Good breath sounds bilateral, but we need to protect his airway. Set up the CMAC 80 ET tube.
Can I take the intubation? There's more of an R2 procedure. That's more.
Mel, right? I need you on the E-Fest.
Mel sets up the ultrasound probe and monitor.
Pupils 4mm and reactive.
That's encouraging.
What do you want for meds? 120 ketamine, 80 of rock.
No blood in Morrison's.
A fib on the monitor.
And he's bleeding much more than expected.
He's probably anticoagulated for AFib. Check his medical record. See if he's on a DOAC. Stand by with 4-factor PCC if there's a brain bleed.
What's in the PCC, Mel?
Clotting factors 2, 7, 9, and 10 in case he's bleeding in his brain. Robbie pleased, Robbie nods, heads out the door.
Be right back.
Mel quietly celebrates her correct answer. Yes. Interior trauma 2, continuous. Robbie walks in the door as Collins, Langdon, and Donahue work on Minu. Still screaming in pain. Medic Morales loudly finishes his report as Javadi and Whitaker enter to watch from the sidelines.
50 feet of fent didn't touch her.
Did she faint or did she trip off the platform?
No one knows. The other guy jumped down, pulled her off the tracks just as the train was rolling in. Isolated injury to the foot.
The train ran over her foot?
Got caught between the platform and the incoming train.
Langdon gets to work on the ultrasound. Type 3 open fracture, 2 grams cephalozin, 400 gent.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Minute screams in a language that no one recognizes.
Do you speak English?
Minute continues to scream, but no one understands.
Airway and breathing are perfect.
As is circulation, BP 140 over 85, pulse 120, something for the pain.
Drop 20 cc's of Marcaine.
Students, what could have made her faint on the platform?
Could be an arrhythmia, cardiac event,
TIA, CVA,
So she needs...
EKG, and troponin.
head CT.
Exactly.
Senior surgical resident Yolanda Garcia, 27, Latinx, flashy and confident, bordering on arrogance, barges in.
And what do we got? Party people? A subway train degloved her foot with an open fracture dislocation. Oh, and I thought my heels were painful. Hemodynamically stable.
E-fast negative.
Ma'am, I'm Dr. Yolanda Garcia. Any pain in your chest or belly? Can you please push some morphine? No, it could drop her pressure, cloud her mental status. I can't do an exam like this. Push the damn morphine.
Collins moves the wrist. Collins moves to the waist to prep with chlorhexidine as Langdon gets a sterile cover on the ultrasound probe.
We're doing a fascia iliaca block. Numbs the whole leg. No side effects.
Collins shoots a look to Robbie. He nods his approval.
Oh, wonderful. Where's the other guy?
Critical 1. He's a bit worse.
Pan scan her. Let me know when she stops screaming.
Robbie heads out with Garcia. Interior, trauma 1, day. Samira watches Shaw intubate with a video laryngoscope. On the screen, we see vocal cords and a blue bogey trying to pass. Patient Sam still has a backboard and C-collar. The cords are very anterior.
That's because we can't flex the neck. Keep the hockey stick straight up.
Robbie and Garcia enter to see Shaw's bogey make its way past the cords. I'm in.
Well done.
Samira slides the tube in over the bogey and respiratory therapist bags.
Bring me up to speed.
Intubated for agonal respirations, GCS5, probably anticoagulated.
With what?
First time here, there's no medical records on him.
Call for FFF?
Now we've got 4-factor PCC.
Oh, 80 of mannitol to reduce brain swelling, then right to CT.
As the team preps to move, Garcia gets a phone call.
Foot lady stable. Guy with ICH on his way to CT. I'll meet you there.
As the
attending.
As the team rolls out the door, Robbie approaches Princess.
Trade with Donahue for a minute.
Of course.
In the hallway, Chief Medical Officer Gloria Underwood, 50s and tough as nails, approaches on a mission.
Dr. Romanovich, do you have a moment?
Kind of busy, Gloria.
Me too.
1 sec.
As the head injury patient, Sam, moves to the CT with Jackson, Shaw, Samira, and Mel, Princess and Robbie enter in too. Interior, trauma 2, continuous. Langdon finishes the nerve block under ultrasound guidance on the elderly woman, Manu.
Swapping out, Donahue.
He nods and leaves as Robbie approaches the patient. Nerve block complete.
Seems like it's starting to work.
Minu is only moaning at this point in her foreign language.
Takes 10 minutes for full effect, and the Marcaine lasts a good 4 hours.
She's next for CT.
Any idea what language that is?
Definitely not Tagalog. Maybe Hindi or Urdu?
I'll grab the Siricom.
Don't you speak 5 languages?
Is 6, but that's not one of them.
6, and I thought Collins was smart.
It's way too early for you to start being an ass, Langdon.
Open hostility in front of the patient.
She doesn't speak English.
Judgmental and dismissive.
It's truly a mystery how you're still married.
But you're still single, right?
And proud of it.
Collins throws a look to Robbie as he returns with an iPad on a rolling stand, turns it on, waits for it to boot up.
How's she doing?
Vitals stable.
Unlike these two.
Look at you. Princess made a joke.
Why are you always an asshole?
And I thank you for being that beautiful blessing. Namaste.
Do we have a phone? Something with a relative's name?
EMTs said her purse got obliterated when the subway ran over it. A cop enters the room.
Any
John,
chance I can speak with her?
Minu's heart rate spikes with the appearance of the cop, which doesn't go unnoticed by Robbie.
I doubt it. We're still trying to figure out her native language. Any chance she jumped?
She may have been pushed.
Jesus.
Yeah, could be looking at a possible hate crime.
Gloria pops her head into this room.
I take it you're free now?
Content that things are in good hands and under control, Robbie steps out to speak with Gloria. Interior, trauma corridor continuous. Robbie tears off his gloves as Gloria hounds him.
We need to talk about your numbers.
Of people we've saved?
Metrics.
Our door to balloon time beats the federal standards.
I'm talking about Press Ganey scores patient satisfaction.
If they're still alive, they should be satisfied.
Our goal is 36% very satisfied with their care. Your department is at 8. Do you know how likely patients are to recommend this hospital?
We're an emergency department, not a Taco Bell.
11%.
If you want people happier, don't make them wait 12 hours.
There's a nursing shortage across the country.
Over half our patients are boarders who should be upstairs.
We don't have the beds.
Oh, that's bull crap. The beds are up there. You just don't want to hire the staff. You need to care for them.
Oh, like I said, there's a nursing shortage.
If you paid them well, they'd line up to work here.
Our budget can't support that.
Here's the dirty little secret. The hospital saves money by keeping the patients down in the pit. Way cheaper than staffing upstairs.
I've asked you repeatedly to stop referring to the emergency department as the pit. It's derogatory and incompatible with the institution's image.
You know what's incompatible with the institution's image? Me talking to the press about people who code in the waiting room and patients who get crappy care waiting for an ICU bed for days.
I've heard about doctors who have tried that and find themselves out of work. I know today is difficult for you.
Every day is difficult down here.
Boarding is a nationwide problem. Your predecessor, Adamson, sure as hell knew that. Or was that something he didn't teach you?
Screw you, Gloria.
Other hospitals are managing the crisis much more effectively. You can either step up your game or step aside. And if you ever talk to me like that again, I'll have you fired on the spot.
As she walks away, Robbie catches Dana has witnessed this. She gives Robbie an enthusiastic, albeit sarcastic, thumbs up. Interior, trauma 2 day. Collins and Langdon are still with the patient, Minu, on backboard and C-collar, as Garcia from surgery and an intern Shaw blow in.
Good Samaritan dude has a small left temporal
That's
intraparietal.
Vicky, that's John's.
Wait, that's me.
Vicky, yeah, it's Garcia, not Gloria.
Oh.
Good Samaritan.
You're coming in, boo.
Good Samaritan dude has a small left temporal intraparenchymal bleed.
No epidural, no subdural, no midline shift in the brain.
Good news. He could recover.
Mhm.
CT can take her in 5. Let's have a look. Bandage, scissors.
As Garcia cuts, Langdon and Collins assist.
If an artery is totally transected, the smooth muscle in the tunica media contracts with hemostasis.
But if it's a partial cut, get out your umbrella. They open up the dressing to reveal the open, degloved fracture dislocation.
Swab a culture from the open fibula before you reduce.
Collins hands a culture swab to Javadi.
You're up.
Javadi swabs the open fibula, trying not to dwell on it.
I'll stabilize the knee for the reduction.
So does as Langdon gets in place, ready to pull.
Dr. Langdon will be distracting posteriorly before moving anteriorly to clear the distal tibia.
Langdon pulls with all his strength, and with an echoing thunk, the degloved foot is back in its proper place. Javadi suddenly collapses to the floor, nearly taking Whitaker with her. Shaw is not amused. Med student down. Interior, central work area, day. Robbie lands where Dana is working.
Good catch on bar fight Billy. He has an aspirated tooth on chest x-ray. He would have been dead in 2 days from lung abscess had you let him be discharged.
Put a call into pulmonary.
Donahue steps up. Cardiac arrest, ETA 10 minutes. Where should we put it?
Anywhere.
We might have to put somebody in the hall.
Dana moves off with Donahue as
Dr. Robbie,
Robbie turns to see Whitaker helping Javadi.
she took a fall.
I tripped on the gurney. I'm fine.
Whitaker shakes his head in disagreement and gestures that she fainted behind her back, which Javadi almost catches before he walks away.
Why don't you grab a cold drink in the staff lounge?
I'm fine, really. I swear.
Oh, I know, but it's hospital policy. Every time there's a paper cut around here, somebody has to fill out a work comp report.
Javadi reluctantly heads towards the lounge.
Other way.
She does an about-face and heads in the other direction.
I was fine until 2 weeks ago after the Rochester Triathlon.
Interior, triage 1, day. McKay and Mateo talk to Otis, 31, chiseled in running shorts and a tank top as he sits in a triage chair.
Any falls? Injuries?
Just tired. Sore muscle.
Yeah, I'd be in bed for a month. Was this your first triathlon?
God, no, I do one every few months.
Have you seen a doctor yet?
No, I went for a run this morning, had to quit after a minute. Pretty short of breath. No, current made, no allergies. This gas under your tongue.
Mateo puts the oral thermometer and attaches a BP cuff. McKay gets her stethoscope in her ears and goes in to listen.
Let's check a few labs and an EKG. Draw red and purple top.
Temp 98.2.
Mateo puts a tourniquet on his arm.
Take a deep breath for me.
Little pin freak now.
As Mateo jabs him, Otis slumps in the chair, unconscious.
Oh, yes.
Otis, wake up. Didn't take him for a lightweight. Oh shit, no pulse. Get him on the floor. Crash cart.
They slide Otis to the ground and grab the paddles.
B. Tech. Charging to 200.
Clear.
Zap! Otis's body arches off the floor.
Act 2. Fade into interior triage 1, day. McKay and Mateo work to save Otis, 31, as beep, beep, beep.
His back. Normal. Sinus. Need a gurney in here.
As McKay checks the neck pulse, Mateo works on a BP. Interior trauma 1, day. Good Samaritan is off the backboard and seat collar, sitting up, as Mel staples his head laceration. Nurse Donahue tends to the vent and multiple IV drips when Samira enters to type orders.
Radiology cleared the neck. CT.
Chest, abdomen, pelvis, all negative.
So it's just a brain bleed. Just Nexidate. Wait, Alpha is on board. What's the plan?
I see you when we can get a bed and admit for supportive care. Repeat head CT in 3 hours or sooner if he blows a pupil.
Want a Kepler load?
Orders ready in. Samira checks the stapling job as Mel removes her drape. Nice job.
You think he'll wake up?
Maybe. Maybe not.
No good deed goes unpunished. Has anyone notified his family? I could try.
Interior North Corridor, North 1, day. McKay and Mateo fly down the hall with Otis on the gurney, en route to North 1, picking up Robbie and Collins. Otis Jenkins, healthy 31-year-old, VTAC arrest 2 weeks after triathlon. NSR with 1 shock. John? Mateo?
Pulse 98, BP 110/60.
They enter into the room and are met by Perla, who works with Mateo to get Otis on the monitor with AP pads, start an IV, and draw blood. He's a little young for an MI.
Exactly right. What's in the differential, Dr. Collins?
Drug overdose, electrolytes, long QT, Brugada syndrome, WPW.
How you doing, Otis?
Okay, what have
Otis passes out again.
BTEC again?
200 joules.
Charge and clear.
Zap! Then beep, beep, beep.
Back in sinus. Otis. Otis? Groaning's good. 5 of nasal O2, CBC, CMP, tropamine, and dimer.
Robbie has an epiphany, races to the crash cart and grabs a vial.
What are you doing?
Calcium gluconate, 1 gram IV push.
As Robbie draws up 10 cc's and preps for injection.
We don't have any labs back.
Look at the monitor. Watt-in QRS and peak T waves. Hyperkalemia.
How'd he get that?
Intense exercise caused muscle breakdown. Rhabdomyolysis. That knocked out his kidneys. Now he can't clear potassium. It's got to be over 7.5.
Wait 2 minutes for the ISTAT.
If he arrests again, we might not get him back.
If it's hypoglycemia, you could kill him. Wait.
It's my butt, not yours.
Robbie starts pushing the meds, hoping to hell he's right. Interior Trauma 2, day. Garcia, Langdon, and Princess roll in with the elderly woman, Minu, now sitting up. Whitaker and Shaw follow.
Pan scan is negative. That means you can admit to orthopedics.
But there may have been a medical etiology if she fainted.
Then get an internal medicine consult or admit to medicine with ortho consulting. Either way, we're of the case.
Thanks for noticing.
And Steph's in. I'll grab the gent.
Did we figure out what she's speaking?
Last translator thought she might be from Pakistan. Oh, there's 77 languages in Pakistan. Yeah. Well, but I'll buy lunch for whoever figures it out, okay? Good luck. If you need me, I'll be saving lives.
Langdon exits, leaving Whitaker and Shaw alone with Minu.
That was wicked.
That was gross.
Too much for little Miss Crash and Burn. What did you do with her?
Nothing. I think she'll be fine.
Are you kidding? If that put her down, she'll be lucky to make it through this rotation. I got $50 says she doesn't last through this shift. Come on, put your money where your mouth is.
I didn't say anything. And I sure as hell don't have $50. I'll be this lady's age before I pay off my student loan.
You want to sell a kidney? I can get you $30K as soon as this weekend, but that's just between us. Think about it.
Shaw moves off, leaving Whitaker to decide if she was kidding or not. Interior North 1, day. Collins and Perla watch on with McKay and Mateo as Robbie finishes up the calcium injection on Otis, who's now sitting up on nasal oxygen.
1 gram calcium on board.
QRS is narrowed. Much better. Perla pulls a little slip of paper off the iStat machine.
Potassium is 7.7. Creatinine 5.6.
High potassium and renal failure. Just what you thought.
Today must be my lucky day.
Collins ignores that, types on the workstation.
Ordering 10 units of regular insulin and 25 grams of glucose.
Why insulin and glucose?
To shift the potassium intracellularly.
Exactly, but the definitive treatment is
Hemodialysis. I'll call renal and get a tech down with the machine.
have you ever seen a dialysis catheter inserted?
No?
Dr. Collins will place a femoral Quinton under ultrasound guidance. It's a great chance to learn.
Before Collins can roll her eyes, Otis stirs.
Ah, my chest.
We had to shock your heart. You'll be sore for a bit.
You shock my heart.
Long story, but Dr. Collins will fill you in.
Or maybe Dr. Rubinovich would rather mansplain it.
Collins shares a look with Robbie as he exits. Interior central work area day. Dana is working on the computer when Robbie walks up.
Abbott told me to keep an eye out for a pregnant teen coming back from a Priftstone. Let me know when she shows. Bowel obstruction still waiting for a surgery consult. What about Garcia? She was down for the traumas.
I think she was waiting for her attending to sign off.
Oh, and one of our med students went down. I parked her in the lounge under the guise of a work comp report. Can you give her the once over, make sure she's okay?
She's gonna miss the morning arrival of the living dead.
How many we expecting?
We were getting 3, but one died en route. I don't know who's luckier, us or them. Continued. Robbie steps away to join the medics, wheeling in a tiny, frail old lady, intubated and bagged, while the Lucas CPR device pumps on her chest. 89-year-old woman from SNF, history of emphysema, CHF, MSV fib, unresponsive to 3 shocks, 2 runs of epi.
Witnessed arrest?
No, unknown downtime. Interior North 4 continuous. Whitaker steps in for the transfer, fascinated by the Lucas as Samira and Langdon join in.
What is that thing?
Lucas chest compression system.
Robotic CPR.
Ready, steady, lift.
You can count on getting a couple of elderly patients every day around 7:30 after the nursing homes and assisted living facilities do their morning bed checks. You can practically set your watch.
They transfer the patient and an alarm goes off. Was there an advance directive? Nope, full code per the nursing home.
Seriously?
Everyone's look says, this is crazy. Right-sided chest lead is off.
Got it.
Whitaker goes to reapply the sticker, and his pinky tip slides under the Lucas. He pulls back, holding his hand.
Ah!
Students are dropping like flies.
Take a break. Ice the finger.
Whitaker nods sheepishly as he steps back, holding his finger. Lucas off.
Still fib.
Lucas on. One more round of epi, one more shock, then we'll call it. Robbie nods in agreement and moves into Interior Central 7 day. Robbie comes in the back door as medics enter from Central with Joseph Spencer, 79, handsome, well-kept, sitting up slightly on nasal oxygen. Collins, Mel, and Princess prepare to transfer. Joseph Spencer, 79, fever and cough from assisted living, history of mild Alzheimer's.
1, 2, 3.
Pulse 130, BP 90/60, gave him 500 cc's of normal saline.
Hi, Mr. Spencer. I'm Dr. King, and this is Dr. Collins. How are you feeling?
Is it time for dinner? I'm not really hungry.
Any paperwork from the facility?
He has a pulse. IV fluids and medications are okay, but no intubations, no chest compressions.
That's helpful.
Course raunchy here.
Right middle lobe infiltrate.
Temp 102, call a code sepis.
A code?
To make sure we check all the boxes. Federal government audits our sepsis bundle performance and publishes the data online. Today, it better be perfect.
2 sets of blood cultures, lactic acid, 30 cc's per kilo NS, gram of nitroxone, and 500 of azithromycin. Repeat lactic acid in 3 hours.
Nice.
And Robbie steps back into Interior North 4 day. Samira and Langdon work on the old lady as the nurse begs. Whitaker looks on, still holding his finger. Charge of 300.
Charging. And
Dana bursts in, interrupting. Stop! Call it! Nursing home just faxed us the DNR.
are you kidding me?
Oh, power off the defibrillator and the Lucas.
Complete waste of time and money. Who the hell works at that place?
A nurse taking care of 60 patients who couldn't find the form.
She called 911 so she could take care of the others.
Move her to the viewing room and call the family. One of the things we do here is take a moment of silence when we lose a patient to respect their humanity. They were someone's child, perhaps a parent or a sibling and a friend.
Everyone lowers their head. Dana crosses herself. Samir whispers a little prayer as Langdon does calf lifts, despite having his eyes closed.
I like the sound of funky music.
Whitaker's phone explodes with his ringtone. Edwin stars. Funky music show enough turns me on. Whitaker scrambles to turn his phone off, which is hampered by his sore finger.
Sorry.
Maybe keep it on vibrate while you're working.
Whitaker nods as Robbie steps away with Dana. Interior quarter continuous. Your med student's back on her feet. How old is that kid?
I didn't ask.
What is she? Some kind of savant?
I don't know, maybe.
Dr. Ivanovich? Robbie turns to see Javadi approaching. I just wanted to apologize for any trouble my clumsiness caused. I feel ridiculous.
I can't tell you how many times I've hit my head on an overhead lamp. Twice I needed staples. Why don't you work with McKay why don't you work with Dr. McKay in triage? That would help both of us.
Robbie walks away. After a beat, Javadi goes after him. I don't need special treatment.
Good, because I don't give it.
I know I might look like I'm too young, but I studied my ass off to get here. Probably harder than the others. I earned this.
Look, I appreciate your dedication and determination, but while you're here, you're my responsibility. And when one of my responsibilities takes a header...
Robbie stops mid-sentence when he spots another doctor, Dr. Eileen Shamsi, 40, stylish, strong, and no nonsense, heading toward him. He checks his watch.
Abbott called for a surgical consult on the SBO 3 hours ago. You're lucky they haven't perfed.
I'm here to see my daughter.
I'm sorry, is she a patient?
You're talking to her?
Robbie quickly puts two and two together as Javadi just stares at him, her eyes pleading with him to not rat her out.
Am I interrupting?
No, we're done. Thank you. Find me when you're ready to present your next case.
Robbie smiles and moves off, leaving Eileen with her daughter, who would just like to be anywhere else right now.
So how your first day going?
Great, really great. As Shaw passes,
Hey, Crash. They're going to do a dialysis catheter insertion in North 1 if you want to check it out.
She called you Crash? Is that a nickname?
yes. No, not crash. She said crush, because I'm always crushing it. She has a slight speech impediment. I think it's just a poorly fit retainer. Anyways, thanks for coming down, but I've got a patient. Bye, Mom. Couldn't have done it without you. And with that, Javadi does another signature about face and heads in the opposite direction and into a patient room. Interior North 10 day. Javadi steps into the room as a patient is in the middle of using their bedpan. It is neither pretty nor quiet.
What do you want?
Just to make sure you're comfortable?
I'm taking a dump into a fucking dustpan. I can feel the warm shit on my ass. What does that tell you?
I'm clearly in the wrong room. And as Javadi suffers the lesser of two evils, we smash cut to the end of Act 2.
Act 3, fade in. Interior, South Corridor, Central Work Area. Robbie finds Dana on the move.
Would have been nice if someone told me Eileen Shamsi's daughter was one of our med students.
And ruin the surprise. Was it as awkward as I hoped it would be?
You have a mean streak. You know that?
As they pass a closed-off South 6. Theme.
What's the story with the DB in 16?
That's Abbott's MVC vet from last night. Still waiting on next of kin. Supposedly
at
on their
least-
way.
Can we at least move him to the viewing room?
Nursing room DNR is heading there, joining last night's Jane Doe. Coroner's office is backed up.
Our morgue needs to take her then.
They land at the central work area where Samira is charting.
What's with your syncope in South 14?
She's clear, just waiting for the nursing home to come pick her up.
They can pick her up in chairs. That's why it's called the waiting room. Our head injury in trauma 1 needs an ICU bed.
Samira moves off to relocate her patient as Robbie dials another number on his hospital phone.
You already called them?
Twice. They're sending 2 to Telly, but the rooms need to be cleaned.
Robbie spots a janitor, Esme, 40s, quiet and unassuming, pushing past with a cart. He ends the call.
Esme?
Yes?
Robbie pulls out his wallet and hands her some money.
Can you go upstairs and check for clean, empty rooms in ICU and CCU?
Of course. But you don't need to pay me.
It's okay. Grab some snacks for the break room on your way back. Got a feeling it's going to be a long shift.
I'm on it.
Esme moves off as Perla approaches from the north corridor.
What's the status on Otis, our triathlete?
He's stable. Repeat, potassium is 6.1. Renal won't need dialysis order. Tech should be down in 15 minutes.
Good.
Langdon approaches and logs onto a computer station to make some chart notes.
Language mystery solved yet?
No. What's your take on dogs?
In what context?
For kids.
Kids and puppies go together like fish and chips. They're man's best friend, you know?
You don't have a dog.
I don't have a best friend.
What am I?
You're my best resident. Big difference.
But we're still friends.
Not if this conversation continues much longer.
Mel approaches. I have a lethargic 4-year-old with no PMH, no antecedent illness, or no fever or vomiting. Parents just couldn't wake him up this morning. In what room? Langdon moves off with Mel as she continues. Central 13. No neutral rigidity. Rigidity. No skin lesions. No focal neuro. Looks well fed and cared for. DKA from new onset diabetes? No. BG85, CBC, BMP, UA, UDS ordered. Interior trauma 2, day. Collins is checking in on the elderly woman, Minu, who fell on the tracks. The woman continues to ask for someone to call her sister, in the language no one understands. Collins takes her by her good hand and tries to calm her down.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We're doing everything we can to help you.
Collins gets an idea and uses the bedside computer to pull up a map of the world.
Me? Dr. Collins. I'm from here, Portland, Oregon. And you? Where are you from?
Minu points to part of Asia, but the map is only so big and her fingers covers a large area.
China? India? I can't tell where you're pointing. Tajikistan? What?
Collins expands the map, zeroing in closer. Minu keeps pointing to
Nepal? You're from Nepal?
Nepali.
All right. Let's hope you can hook us up with a translator from Nepal.
Collins pats the woman on her good hand, then opens a translator app on her phone and types in, "Don't worry, we will take good care of you."
In the meantime,
she plays the Nepali translation for the patient.
Danya Veda.
The patient smiles. Can you wake up for me, Tyler? Interior, Central 13, day. Langdon and Mel look over a lethargic 4-year-old, Tyler Weston, who is sleeping as his mother, Amanda, 20s, stylish but concerned, and father Drew, 20s, wearing a Steelers shirt and equally concerned, hover over the gurney. He's not usually this sleepy.
No, no, he wakes up at 90 miles an hour and doesn't stop until he passes out at night.
He passes out?
No, he just means he goes all day. Getting him to bed is a chore. He's usually up before the sun.
Langdon gives Tyler a gentle sternal rub. Tyler groans softly and stirs, but falls back asleep immediately. What about this morning?
He was up by 6, came into our room, and we told him to turn on the TV. I got up about an hour later, and he was sound asleep on the couch. I left him until it was time to get him ready for school, and then I couldn't wake him.
Hey, Tyler, you want to see me turn this glove into a rabbit? Landon has tied off the thumb and the ring and the pinky fingers of the glove, then blows it up into what looks a bit like an obese bunny. What do you think? Tyler doesn't engage. Langdon starts his exam as, any chance he could have ingested something? Vitamins, pills, any prescriptions that may have been left around?
No, that's all kept locked in the medicine cabinet. The whole house is childproof.
What about alcohol? Anything left open? Amanda looks to her husband.
No,
Cooking wine?
nothing in the fridge either.
Any house plants he could have ingested?
We don't have any plants. Like I said, the whole house is childproof.
Do you have any pets?
No,
You said he's quite active.
Very.
Has he had any injuries lately? Amanda and Drew share a look, but the answer is the same.
No,
Hasn't bumped his head recently.
not that I'm aware of, but he loves roughhousing with Drew.
but he never gets hurt.
Oxygen level is normal, good pulse and blood pressure, no signs of infection. We're going to start with blood and urine tests. Check for any metabolic abnormalities.
Is he going to be okay?
Time will tell, but we're doing everything we can for him. Interior, central work area, day. Whitaker, hand up on a chucks, sits across from Shaw, who preps his bruised pinky fingernail with an alcoholic wipe.
It's really throbbing.
Blood's under pressure. Gotta drain it. Shaw approaches the fingernail with an 18-gauge needle.
No anesthesia?
I will stop before I hit the nail bed. I hope. Needle between thumb and index finger. Shaw starts to drill a hole as Whitaker's eye go up to the board. Watch and learn. Eyes down here.
Just wondering who to see next.
We're supposed to take them in the order they arrive.
I know how it works.
Okay, no need to get your panties in a knot. You want me to pick it for you?
No.
Blood trickles out of the hole of the fingernail.
Wow, pain is gone. Thank you.
Shaw nods, applies antibiotic ointment and a Band-Aid, then rolls up the chucks for the trash as, how about a 20-year-old coffin 9? That should be easy. Probably viral.
I don't need an easy one.
Suit yourself, Huckleberry. I'm taking the splitting headache. Maybe I'll catch a subarachnoid hemorrhage or something like cool. Oh, sorry. Shaw starts off. Whitaker follows after her.
Why do you keep calling me that? Huckleberry?
Just a term of endearment.
Sounds like sarcasm.
You think?
Bordering on harassment.
Where are you from?
Bow, Nebraska.
Jesus, what the hell is that?
About 3.5 hours west of Omaha.
Oh, yeah, that's just a little south of nowhere. What the hell do you do there?
My parents have a farm.
You're a farm boy?
I guess so.
I rest my case, Huckleberry. As Whitaker tries to figure out what this means, Interior triage day. Javadi finds McKay talking to the ER social worker, Chiara Alfaro, 30s, soft-spoken but strong and caring.
Mom's got a bad burn that needs wound checks and hand therapy. I've got a sneaking suspicion she may be unhoused.
I'll talk to her. We can offer some help.
I appreciate it. You're back? Dr. Robbie suggested I may be of assistance. I would love the company. Victoria Javadi, Kiara Alfonso. She's a department social worker, which pretty much makes her an angel.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Kiara moves off, and McKay turns her attention to Javadi.
What rotation is this for you? Third. I've done psych, OBGYN, and peds. Any favorites? Not really. What are you leaning toward? I'm not sure yet. You got time. Can I ask you a personal question? I'm 20, and I have earned the right to be here. Okay, yeah, I don't doubt that for a minute. I was actually going to ask if Dr. Eileen Shamsey from surgery is a friend or relative. I saw you talking to her and thought maybe she's my mother. Wow, that's cool. Are you really only 20? Yes. And for the record, my father also works here. He's an endocrinologist. Oh, so it's a family business. That was a joke. Sorry. I'm sure that comes with a lot of pressure. The age thing? Hey, I'm a 42-year-old R2. So I got my own haters, thank you very much. Next to come back is Fred Sieta, knee pain after a fall.
They open the doors and step outside to the interior waiting room day. But before they can call for Fred, a very impatient patient, Doug Driscoll, 40s, large and imposing, accosts McKay and Javadi.
Hey, Doc, any chance somebody could see me now? I've been here for 2 hours.
Unfortunately, Mr. Driscoll, there are a lot of patients still ahead of you, some of whom are severely ill.
And I've been having chest pains that woke me up in the middle of the night.
Chest pain.
Yes.
And no, it's not plural, it's just chest pain, not chest pains.
If I got more than one, then it's chest pains. Are you really a doctor?
She's a student doctor.
Yeah, well, keep her the hell away from me. I need to see somebody, but not her. Isn't chest pain in emergency?
You had an EKG 5 minutes after your arrival. It's not a heart attack.
They were supposed to do a chest x-ray and a blood test.
You're next in line for the lab tech. Listen for your name. Excuse us.
McKay spots a young man, David, 18, slim and scared, helping his pale and sweaty mother, Teresa, 50s, at the registration window. They're second in line.
Get me a wheelchair. I'm Dr. McKay. What's going on?
I found her on the floor in the bathroom. She can't stop puking.
What's her name?
Teresa. She's my mom. Javadi returns, and Teresa flops down in the wheelchair.
Teresa, are you taking any medication?
No,
Any previous stomach problems?
no.
As they move off to triage, interior central work area day. Robbie is charting with Dana when Collins approaches her.
Mystery solved. Our lady with the degloved foot is Nepali.
Well done.
Perla comes running in from the north corridor.
Otis BP is crashing. 70 over 50. He's still waiting for dialysis.
Robbie and Collins take off. Interior, North 1 day. Robbie rushes in with Collins and Perla to find Shaw with Otis, who is sweaty and semi-conscious.
How are you doing, Otis?
Not good, not so good.
15 liters, non-rebreather.
Collins has grabbed the ultrasound probe, checks the heart.
Oh, crap. Diastolic collapse of the right atrium and right ventricle.
Tamponade from uremic effusion.
That's why his BP is low?
Oh, too much fluid and pressure around the heart. The chambers can't fill.
Otis, you've got fluid around your heart. We need to take some off.
What? What happening?
25 of propofol, 10 cc's of lidocaine with EPI, pericardiosensitis.
I have to get that from Central.
Continued. Every alarm is going off like crazy.
Then open a damn central line kit. Shaw, head of bed. Bag him if he stops breathing. Chest compressions if we lose the carotid.
Robbie and Collins throw on sterile gloves, prep the chest.
Sterile cover for the probe.
Perla helps with the ultrasound probe.
Injecting lidocaine.
Pressure down, 60/40.
Robbie grabs the ultrasound probe from Collins.
You can't ultrasound and place.
You're right. That's why I'm taking the probe. Give Dr. Collins an 18-gauge thin wall and a 30 cc syringe.
Collins is surprised that Robbie's giving her the procedure. He shows a perfect view of fluid around the beating heart.
Start on top of my probe, center, and look for the hypercolate trip. Slowly adjust into the sac, but do not hit the heart. Dr. Shaw, the effusion is a sea of black, the needle bright white.
Deafening alarms. It's tense as Collins advances until she sees the bright white dot on the ultrasound screen.
Got it. Aspirating.
Collins' syringe fills with straw-colored liquid. Continue.
You should do it.
And sure enough, every alarm stops.
Place the guide wire. Then the triple lumen catheter.
Pulse ox is 99, CO2 20.
Pressure's up, 124/78.
Thank you.
Looks like things are back to normal.
That was cool. And off. The team catching their breaths from a frantic but good safe lead.
Act 4. Interior Central 12 Day. Teresa is still looking rough as Perlo injects meds into her IV, then moves to the iStat machine as McKay and Javadi are trying to talk to Teresa and David.
4 of soft runs on board.
That should stop the nausea. David, have you had any vomiting?
David's focused on his smartphone. Seems withdrawn.
No.
Anyone else sick at home?
It's just us. My husband died a few years ago. COVID.
Oh, I am so sorry.
David doesn't even look up from his phone.
Potassium's low, 3.1.
Is that bad?
It can cause heart problems, but we'll correct it. 10 in the bag, 20 PO. Any questions, Javadi? David, have you traveled out of the country recently?
We never go anywhere. Is she going to have to stay here?
If the rest of the tests are good and she responds to treatment, she can go home.
David doesn't seem to care as McKay tries to figure him out. Interior South 18 Day. Whitaker enters, wheeling in a portable ultrasound machine to find Princess with Bennett Milton, 58, a bit overweight.
Mr. Milton, I'm Dennis Whitaker, one of the student doctor. I'll be seeing you first.
John, you're also
Nice to meet you.
BP 140 over 90.
Just a touch high. I forgot my Don enalapril this morning.
Oh, we'll get that for you.
Tell me about your belly pain. It was right here. Woke me up at 2 a.m. Pretty intense. Lasted about an hour. Now it's gone. Any fever, vomiting? No, I never get sick. What did you have for dinner last night? My wife's birthday. Took her out to Sullivan's for a steak. Exams pretty benign. I want to check for gallstone. If you have a stone and eat fatty food, you get pain when the bladder contracts. Bingo, right here, 1 stone. Do I need surgery? You might be able to manage with a low-fat diet. Well, send off labs to check the liver and pancreas. Let us know if you have more pain. Okay, thanks.
Princess and Whitaker head out to the interior corridor day.
You want an EKG? Heart attacks can present as upper abdominal pain.
Realizing that the nurses know more than he does.
Okay, great idea.
Interior central corridor work area day. Robbie is returning to the central work area as Matteo approaches, handing him a paper.
EKG from triage.
Robbie looks, initializes the page, and keeps moving.
No STEMI?
Thank you.
Robbie lands as McKay finds him.
Need a fresh set of eyes.
On what?
47-year-old woman brought in for intractable vomiting by her 18-year-old son. I'm getting a weird vibe.
How so?
I don't know, like maybe mom was given something, some sort of elder abuse. There's just some strange dynamic I can't figure out. You're really good at sussing out this sort of thing.
I don't know about that.
I do.
Off their shared smiles, interior corridor central 13 day. Mel approaches Langdon with a tablet, anxious for answers.
Just about everything's back on our sleeping boy Tyler, 100% normal.
Langdon looks it over.
What are we missing?
They head back inside, where Drew and Amanda wait with Tyler.
Is he waking up?
No, still fast asleep.
Lab tests are all good so far. No abnormal blood counts, no electrolyte abnormalities, no diabetes, no kidney disease.
What's wrong with them?
We're still trying to figure that out.
Langdon re-examines Tyler, checks pupils, palpates the neck.
Did he have a play date yesterday by any chance?
No. He had preschool, but he was fine when I picked him up.
Have any of the other kids in his class been ill?
No. My phone tree would have lit up if someone else was sick.
Langdon checks Tyler's mouth, spots something, and uses a wooden tongue blade to scrape out a little green piece of jelly that was stuck to a tooth.
He eat anything this morning?
No. Why? What is that?
Looks like some sort of gelatin. Could he have gotten into some bath beads or laundry pods?
No such thing in our house.
What about gummies?
We're very strict about candy. Right?
Amanda looks to Drew for confirmation. Drew is suddenly looking a little pale himself. Oh shit, Daddy.
What about Danny?
Your brother gave me some gummies he got in Cleveland. They were in my coat pocket.
Are you fucking serious?
Hot gummies?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Let me call the lab. Maybe his talk screen is back.
Langdon snatches up his hospital phone and speed dials the lab.
Hey, this is Dr. Langdon and the ED. Can I get a fast check on a lab on a little boy? Yeah. Last name Weston. First name Tyler. Talks screen.
They're drug testing our 4-year-old.
But he can sleep it off, right?
You're a jerk. You need to leave.
I'm not leaving.
Get out of here. I mean it.
Drew looks to the docs for some help.
Why don't we step outside and maybe you can help me figure out how much he may have taken?
An alarm. Langdon steps out with Drew as Mel adjusts Tyler's pulse ox, silencing the alarm and trying to navigate her place in all this. Interior corridor central 12 day. Robbie and McKay spot Langdon with Drew outside the next room as Langdon speaks on his phone.
Thanks. I appreciate the fast turnaround.
He ends the call.
Labs confirm it. Your son tested positive for cannabis.
This is a fucking nightmare.
It definitely is, but the scary part is over. We know what we're dealing with. Your son isn't going to die from this. He's going to be okay.
And as Langdon does his best to comfort Drew, interior central 12 day, Robbie enters with McKay. Javadi is with Teresa and David, typing on the computer.
Teresa and David, this is my attending, Dr. Rovanovich.
We need to do a pelvic exam, David. I don't think you want to be in here for that.
No, I'm good.
Dr. McKay, have Perla join me.
Robbie shares a knowing look with McKay, who escorts David out of the room with Javadi.
Can I get you a coffee or a soda?
Definitely not. No, I'm good.
Robbie is left alone with Teresa, sits down to speak with her. Why do I need a pelvic exam?
You don't. Your son seems like a good kid. He's clearly worried about you. Your exam and your labs don't fit any of the usual diagnoses. I'm not sure what's going on.
I'm not here for me. I'm here for David.
I don't understand. According to your son, you've had nonstop vomiting, dehydration, and haven't.
I made myself sick with Epicac
To induce vomiting? Why would you do that?
so that David would bring me here.
I don't understand.
My son, I think my son has some problems. He needs professional help.
What kind of problems? Drugs? Alcohol?
I found some of his writing. I thought it was schoolwork, but it wasn't. It was lists of girls he wanted to hurt.
Hurt them how?
He said they should all be eliminated.
Has David ever seen a therapist?
No, I've tried making suggestions, but he gets angry and tells me I'm the one who needs help. He's a good student, but he has no friends that I know of, and he's never had a girlfriend, and he seldom leaves the house except to go to school.
Have you spoken to anyone else about this?
No, he's not a bad kid, but I'm afraid he's troubled. I didn't want to call the police because I was afraid they'd overreact. He's just a kid.
How old is David?
He just turned 18 last month.
Then he's considered an adult. He'd have to consent for treatment. Do you have guns in the house?
No, my husband did, but I got rid of them after he passed. David was angry about that too, but he seemed to get over it. He's a good soul. I just don't want him to hurt anyone or himself. And as Robbie considers his next move, interior South 17 corridor day. Trinity Shaw is with her headache husband, our patient Carol, 36, wearing a restaurant uniform, finishing a trigger point injection on the side of the neck.
Your headache was coming from this trigger point in the neck muscle. I'll be back in after the numbing medicine kicks in.
Starting to feel a little better already. Thanks.
Shaw steps away to find Javadi charting on a WOW.
How you feeling, Crash?
I'd really appreciate it if you didn't call me that.
Why not? It's a cool nickname. You earned it. You should own it.
I don't like it.
Whatever. It was just a joke. If it makes you feel any better, I sharted the first time I saw an emergency C-section.
Really?
Of course not.
Well, then why would you say that?
Just trying to make conversation.
And with that, Shaw moves off. Interior corridor day. Robbie finds the social worker, Kiara, in with a patient and catches her eye.
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Kiara steps out to speak with Robbie.
Got a situation. 18-year-old son brings his dehydrated mom. Dad died during the pandemic. Mom's vomiting is self-induced for the sole purpose of getting her son here. After she found his death list for classmates.
Okay. What does she want us to do?
Help him, protect him, save him.
Where is he now?
Talking to McKay.
As they move to find him,
How are you doing?
Me? I'm good. I'm always good. You know me.
Do I? Does anybody?
I'm an open book.
Yeah, right. You do know you can always come talk to me, right?
Yep.
Okay.
clearly it's not happening anytime soon. Interior phlebotomy day. Robbie and Kiara find David in a secluded nook with McKay.
You can give it every 4 hours if needed for nausea.
How are we doing over here?
We're reviewing the aftercare instructions. prescription medicine, special diet for the next few days.
Dr. McKay, can you check orthostatics on Mom?
Got it.
Robbie and Kiara take a seat with David.
David, I'd like you to meet Kiara. She's a social worker who helps in situations like this. We heard about your father's passing and we're very sorry. We know how much extra pressure that puts on someone your age, combined with school and now having to help your mom. It's a lot.
Fine. Well, we just want to make sure that when your mom goes home, you can handle it, you know? We want to make sure you have someone to talk to if you need to. I'm okay. I don't need to talk to anybody. After a patient dies, the sadness can last a long time. After a parent dies, the sadness can last a long time. How's that going for you? Not a problem. What about school? What about it? Anything you enjoy there? A lot of people have thoughts that can disturb them. If you've had any, it's okay to talk about it. What's that got to do with my mom? Is she going to be all right?
Yes, she's going to be fine. Probably food poisoning or a stomach virus. But she is worried about you.
She always worries about me. Does she have a reason to? No.
David gets up, starts walking away through the door to interior chairs. Stay.
You sure you wouldn't prefer to stay with your mom?
I'm going to be late for school. She can call me when she's ready.
It would really help if we could speak with you some more.
Instead, he breaks off into a run.
David, wait!
Not a chance. Robbie gives chase out of chairs. Exterior emergency department, public entrance. Stay. Robbie runs outside, but David has already disappeared into the early morning rush.
Shoot!
Robbie!
He turns to see Dana in the entrance.
Got a college kid. Respiratory arrest. Coming in hot.
Dana disappears back inside as Robbie gives the entrance one last look, then heads back for the incoming trauma. Interior triage central corridor day. Robbie enters triage to the cacophony of alarms and monitoring equipment coming from the ER. His world starts to buzz as the sound intensifies the closer he gets. He pushes through the doors to the central corridor and his world goes upside down. Interior central corridor day. Robbie's world suddenly becomes hollow and full of echoes, and for a brief instant, he's blasted flashback to June 2020. Interior corridor day flashback. Robbie finds himself in the same place, but a different time. The hospital and staff are assaulted by the COVID surge. It's like a frightening sci film, only it was real. Robbie is in full COVID containment gear, as is the rest of the staff. Dying patients line every inch of the available space. A nurse, whose photo may have been recognized from the Wall of Heroes, shouts for a room. Robbie, we need to intubate here. An intern, who may have also been featured on the wall, runs up from the other direction.
Dr. Robinovich, Adamson just went down with a pulse ox of 65.
Robbie!
Dana Evans shouts from yet another direction as another two gurneys of patients rumble toward him. Robbie doesn't know what the fuck is going on, and as his world spins out of control, we fade out. End of episode.
Well done.
Yes. Well done. Yes. Great job, everyone. All of us did a great job.
That was awesome.
Yes. Bravo.
What an acting workout. Oh,
That's a pretty tough one for a cold read, especially with all of those medical terms and abbreviations in
Yeah.
there.
you know what? It didn't scare me because I was literally watching ER when I was a teenager. That was my happiness show. And because my life wasn't so good then, so that was my happiness show. One of my traditions was actually to go to Walmart when a new season of ER came out on DVD and I would just watch it. So I grew up with learning that medical terminology, and just thank you, ER, for helping me read the Pitt. And I also studied the episode before. Now I watched it on Crave just to refresh.
That was
Uh,
fun.
uh, wait a minute. I'm gonna to say thing. Because my mom is calling me now. It is 10:56 a.m. here in my county. 4 minutes. It is 11 o'clock a.m. now. My mom is calling me to have lunch because 11 o'clock a.m. is our lunch today. So I need to go now. So
All right.
bye.
Tell your mom hi from us.
Yeah.
Bye. Hi,
Thank you for
Mom.
reading with us.
Hello.
Yes. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you next time.
All right. Sounds good. Cool.
Well, I'm glad we did it.
Oh, I'm glad we did it too. It was such a rush.
I don't know, as time went on, I seemed to be reading the medical terms better. Except for when it was like 8 syllables. I had a hard time with that.
Well,
But
it was a cold read, so I don't think anybody expected perfection or got after you if it wasn't perfect. It was lovely to just be able to do something so intense and have an acting workout.
yeah.
Well, and the other real tricky part, of course, is just the sheer number of characters and trying to find out, on the spot, are you elderly? Are you young? Are you male? Are you female? What's your disease? Why are you sick? Why are you in the hospital? You
Yeah.
know, what's your motivation? Yeah, that's a tough one for a cold read for
You know,
this size cast.
the fun part about this, I don't know how much research you guys have done on the Pitt, but the cast actually went and did like a medical boot camp so they'd know the procedures and stuff. And they did so much work on this, and no wonder they got their Emmys.
Yeah. No, it's quite the show. And it's being noticed.
Yeah, like healthcare workers, no matter where you are in the healthcare system, like you're respected. Like, honestly, I mean, even like the therapeutic recreation people, which I hope they eventually do if this goes on for a while, which I hope. Because like back in, I think it was like 2010, 2011, I was volunteering in therapeutic rec and just had an idea of like volunteering with seniors and that, and just having an idea of how much work goes into making sure they're happy and safe and well. And just healthcare workers do a heck of a lot of work and they should be respected. And then again, when my dad was dying of cancer, I saw all sorts of healthcare workers then, and they did so much work, even though he had like an advance directive of no extraordinary measures. There was still a lot of work to take care of him, and they did very great things to make sure he was comfortable. So I appreciate them. And me being a person with a chronic illness, like even during COVID, I still had to get my medicines and stuff, and people were very good at making sure I was taken care of. And all these healthcare workers had to work through all this crap and risk their own lives just to take care of everybody, because health issues don't stop just because COVID came into the world.
No, it certainly exasperated all the cracks in the system, however, made you aware of everything that could have gone wrong and highlighted all of those problems.
Well, like I can give you an example. Like when I was waiting for a shot of endometriosis medication, there were days in the winter I was standing outside minus 20-degree weather during the lockdowns because I couldn't go into the waiting room. And then it wasn't pleasant, but I needed the medication. And then finally I convinced them, hey, since it's just me, can I just sit in there because it's too cold, because the cold will exacerbate the disease. So it was very just, it was hard on everyone.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was also struck by the title of this episode, 7 a.m., and particularly the part where they talk about how you're going to get an influx of elderly patients right after the nursing home folks do their rounds. It had never occurred to me before that, I mean, I know there's, the patients' numbers fluctuate, but 7 a.m., boom, soon afterwards, you get several coming in if you're in a hospital that's near any nursing homes, which is often the case. That just kind of struck me.
Yeah.
Well, they're severely understaffed, I can tell you. There's like maybe 1 or 2 nurses a shift, I guess, just because of shortages in nursing homes. And like elderly people are beautiful, but they're very difficult to take care of, and they can't screw around when it comes to any health issues. When elderly people, they have to make sure they're seen to and taken care of. And even like chronically ill people, you have to just jump on it right away, because a little issue can just spiral out of control if it's not addressed immediately. I'm saying this as somebody who's volunteered with elderly people, and as a daughter of someone who had cancer, who constantly had health issues. Like, a little health issue can just spiral into chaos really quickly. So it's important to be aware, even if you're short-staffed. And I think the healthcare workers do a wonderful job of doing that, just really staying alert in the chaos, and I laud them.
Yeah. The other line that caught my attention too was we may have to put them in the hallway. And I remember a couple years ago, it was actually New Year's Day where, there's not a lot normally going on in the workplace. It's a holiday and all, and my dad had a stroke and had to be admitted to the hospital. And when we got there, there was like no one at all in the waiting room, and I just wheeled in. But then by noon, the entire waiting room was full of like people, 40, 50 people, and there were patients just in beds in the hallway. And you could tell that was not unusual, because each room has its own number, but the beds above the hallway also had room numbers too, because they would take the private rooms for the ones that had contagious diseases, and people who were sick but weren't contagious were wheeled out and put in a bed in the hallway. So you can't sleep because you got lots of all those noises and beeping and people going back and forth. And that's how understaffed that particular hospital was. It was just so
Well,
many patients and not enough rooms and not enough nursing and doctor staff.
well, I can tell you, because I had to spend the night after I got my thyroid out. I can tell you that sleeping in the hospital sucks, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone, because you get all sorts of nausea and pain, and getting rid of the anesthetic and the pain medication, and you have to and then you literally have nausea 20 times a night. So you're buzzing the nurse and just begging for relief, and you feel bad because you want to sleep, but your body will not let you. And God bless the nurses that came at 3 a.m. and weren't irritated with me constantly asking for help. Because I was by myself. My family could have stayed, but I was kind of by myself at that point, and just kind of having to deal with this all on my own. Like, my mom stayed at my house after, but I was alone in the hospital, and it was because of the kindness of the hospital staff that I was able to get through the night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all tired, are we?
Yes. Yeah, my cold is definitely dragging me down.
Oh, you both did amazingly, and you did amazing too, Haley, wherever you are.
Yeah. Haley, you're amazing wherever you are, darling.
And I feel like I'm talking too much, but I can definitely just.
Yeah, I've had to sleep at the hospital. When I got diagnosed with Crohn's, I had to go. It was like a whole thing. Like, how I found out was like a really, really dark way of like, it was kind of, it's funny to think about a little bit now, because I was doing a dinner detective thing, and I had to be like bludgeoned in the head, but the whole day I was, yeah, something down there, and blood in the toilet. We'll just go with that. And
Oh,
yeah, my mom was like, okay, you need to come straight home. And so we go to the emergency room, and I had like a tear in one of my, like in my colon and something. That's what was causing it. And there was nobody there there wasn't a surgeon there to do it. So I had to be in the ambulance shipped to the downtown Houston, like big medical. We have a great medical district here in Houston. It's actually amazing. The Memorial Hermann is like, that's for like based in Texas. It's amazing. And we have like great cancer research here too. But yeah, it was a lot. I like had to get a colonoscopy at like, 30, and like it was sad to see like, these older people really needing to get these routine things like that. In the room with me, like, and it was kind of sad. I could tell like the workers were really nice to me. The nurses and everything, the doctors. But yeah, I had to like do that. I had to spend the night before I could get it, so I had to sleep 2 nights in the hospital. And yes, it is so not fun, and it is like you feel bad for buzzing them, but you're on this stuff. Totally agree with that. Yeah. And then the worst part was that they had to do a a feces sample, and they take that very seriously. So there was all of a sudden these people in hazmat suits, and I just felt so like, oh God, what's my life? But yeah, my journey's been really interesting, but I found a really great doctor. They really care, and they want, like, Crohn's is there's not a cure for it right now, so they're happy to have you do pay you to do like a what are they called?
Steady
Yeah, or they test on you.
trial.
Yeah, a trial, clinical trial. And yeah, I'm now finally gonna get some help with something where, like, I have to like do a little jab in my stomach, but they showed me the device, and that I just found a doctor that like literally was really cool and like gave me like a full like breakdown of what I have to do, and was really like positive about it in the sense of like, you'll help us and we'll help you, and I think that's kind of cool. So yeah.
Just start a chronic illnesses club because we both
Yeah,
have.
right. There's a couple of people on Zoom I've worked with. Yeah, we were like, oh, you got one too? Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh, they're not fun with all the treatments, and the constant shots and the surgeries. I think for mine, I've had at least 3, but they were all days. So thank God.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, the way that I found out, and then they like while I got the colonoscopy, he fixed it. So he like cinched it, like what was bleeding. So that was
Oh,
like kind of
God.
yeah, but like I know people that like all of a sudden get Crohn's and it's like really, really bad, and they gotta get the bag, and I'm not quite there yet. And if I get help, and there's always this research happening, I'm hopefully in my lifetime I will be totally okay, and I get to a point where I'm in remission. Yeah. Right now I'm even on like prednisone for.
You know what? I just want to pick you up and sit you on my lap and hug you tight. Is that okay?
Yes, I would so allow that. I'm a hugger.
I totally get it. One of my best friends, we went to high school together.
Mhm.
She was diagnosed with it when she was 19. Now think about that. That was like decades ago. And yeah, she never did have a bag. And
Good.
the list of medications she was on was incredible. But again, she was like a guinea pig. The name had just
Yeah.
come to be basically when she was diagnosed,
Yes, that makes
and they
sense.
were just starting to understand what was going on. So, yeah, she's no longer here, but it actually wasn't the Crohn's that took her.
But okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm so
she
sorry.
had a heart aneurysm, like just out of the
Oh,
blue.
Oh,
Just
I
yeah,
hate that. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
That is terrifying. Yeah, that's like I don't know, I always think of Jonathan Larson with that stuff. That guy that wrote Rent just dropped. Oh my God. And it was a brain aneurysm, but that can happen in the heart too. Oof, yeah.
yeah.
Poor woman.
let's just pray. I mean, I don't know if any of you are religious, but let's just honestly pray in our heads that we live forever.
Oh no,
And
thank
speaking
you.
of
Not me.
rent,
You're like,
we
I don't
should,
want to live forever. Yeah.
speaking of rent, we should put that on the list. That sounds like a marvelous idea.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, I'd love that. Even if we just like sang a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would
Gospel
sing for
stuff.
everybody. I would sing it.
Right, I know. I've done Red twice. I've gotten to play Maureen and Mimi. Mimi, I did not invite my friends to because I was like, I'm like white and she says Spanish babies cry. But I have a video. I don't mind it. But yeah, I love that. It's a really powerful musical as well. Yeah.
I would call dibs on Roger and Mark because they do some fun stuff.
Right? I
Yes.
want to play Mark more. That Halloween song is like actually my favorite. It's like the silliest. I mean, it's like just a transitional song, but I love it. How did we get here? Yeah, it's so good.
We have done musicals, and by the way, all 4 of us that are here, we are all brave enough to sing.
Yeah.
Even if we don't know the tune, we just we keep going. But
I mean,
um, it can be awkward doing musicals when you haven't had even one rehearsal.
right.
Um, we've had some that were okay, but some that were like, oh boy. I wonder if we should have done that.
Yeah, we
It
did
was fun.
an early group. We tried A Nightmare Before Christmas, and I honestly thought it was really fun and good. But the leader of it, Val, she was like, I just can't post it. I don't know. There's something that like it just didn't work out, and like a part of me was I was like, oh. We like did the whole thing. Like, at least can we see it? I don't know. The guy who played the Oogie Boogie Man was like so good. So I was like, there's good parts, Val. Come on.
Yeah, we did that, I think, before you joined us. And you and
What
Kat joined
musical?
us. We did the Nightmare Before Christmas, and I played the scientist. And
Nice. Oh, I love him.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
gosh.
there were parts of that were absolutely fabulous. But any of the parts where, it takes timing and there's a bunch of
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
and you're not sure of the tune, and those parts were just horrible. It would have
The-
been
well,
torturous for people to
we
listen.
grow over the years, and that's the important thing, I mean, I think circling back to the pit, I think it talks about growth and evolution and coming beyond what we were. And that's kind of what, like, the conversation between Abbott and Robbie was on the roof, just learning to come beyond what you are and realize there's a value in growth instead of just dwelling on failures.
Yeah, keep going.
And also, the humor was spot on. There's always somebody in, I'm sure, like in this midst of sad stuff that happens every day and what they have to deal with, like that sense of humor that Shaw has. Some people deal with the darkness with humor, and I loved that this show touches on that too. Like there's
Yeah.
funny moments. You always need that in a drama anyways, kind of idea.
Yeah,
For
But
definitely.
for the record, actually, I think the show changed it to Santos to honor the actor's heritage. I think it was not Shaw in the show, it's Santos.
oh, okay. Yeah, I loved the diversity of all of the characters as well. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
that was
Like,
really
and they even honored veterans because Abbott is actually a veteran of the military who has a prosthetic. So,
oh, that is so
and you
cool.
don't see it in this episode, but it's there. I might as well spoil that tiny little bit for you because I have many relatives who are veterans. I
Mhm.
respect the hell out of them. I respect the hell out of anybody who's a veteran, and I'm so glad I was able to read that particular role.
Yeah. So I'm guessing in the second episode, there's more to do with David and the mom.
Okay, so the way the pit works is that each episode is every hour in a shift of, I don't want to get this wrong.
Oh, so it was 7 a.m. The next day it's 8 a.m. Is that what you're saying?
Let me get it.
Yeah, I did like that.
And then it goes to 9 a.m. every
Each
day.
episode of the season covers 1 hour of work shift and a 15-hour work shift.
Oh, wow. So it's going to be like a 15 episodes is like the whole day or something.
Yes. And season 1 is on HBO Max or Crave.
Okay, heck yeah. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I really am.
So
Yeah.
are those hours supposed to be actually consecutive in one day? Is that
Mm-hmm.
the premise of the show?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That was 1 hour of the day, that episode.
Yeah. I
Yes,
can
that was
imagine.
1 hour of the day.
Okay. I kind of like gathered that, but it's cool to hear it out loud. That's so interesting. I don't think
And
I'm ever have done that.
And
Well-
as you gather, Jack Abbott's just coming off a rough night shift because that's why he's on the roof preparing to jump. Pretty much, that's what he was doing on the roof. Because he was
Oh,
like, "Holy Christ, why is
Yeah.
life worth living? Oh, work's hell. I want to jump." And he's just hanging out beyond the safety barrier. And he's thinking, "Holy Christ, I want to jump." So Robbie, that's why Dana's like, "Oh, he's thinking on the roof," and Robbie's like, "Morning." And they
Kinda
chat on the roof, and Robbie convinces him to come back over the safety barrier. Come back.
I think I vaguely remember because I really just fell asleep. It wasn't like I was bored. I just like kind of crashed out. I think I remember that scene. It was really moving. I was like, oh my gosh, I think that's what's happening here. Oh, this is a hell of
Yes.
a pilot, you know? Yeah. Really good pilot.
It was a really good pilot.
Mhm.
It's interesting what you can do with time when it comes to movies and series, like 24 with
That's a great example.
Kiefer Sutherland. Like, yeah, that that whole show was 24 hours. Like, yeah.
Every episode, that was so cool. Yeah. I love
And
that.
so much happened in a
Mhm.
very short time, if you think about it.
Right.
Oh, good grief. That's
I
like
love-
a hospital. Yeah. Well, I'm going to take this stuffy head that I have, and
Oh,
I'm so pleased I didn't cough all over the place.
Well,
you did
real
really
quick,
good. Are you sure you don't have COVID? We had this discussion the other day, but
Yeah, we don't need to keep talking about that.
Okay.
schedule-wise, real quick, my son has a tennis game for the next 4 Tuesdays. So I need to find a ride for him. Otherwise, I can't make it here. Um, so I'll have to let you guys know on my schedule on that one because his tennis games won't finish till way after 6 o'clock by the time I get home. So on
Right.
these days, and that's, I said, 4 weeks worth. So he's got some folks who live in the same town who might be able to give him a ride back. But I'll check on that and give you guys an idea of what our schedule could be.
Is he
So
pretty good, Kat?
was that?
Is he
Is
pretty
he
good at tennis? Yeah.
Oh, this is his first year at tennis. His
Okay.
coach says he's getting better and he's consistent, you know.
Cool. Yeah, that's
But
all that
yeah,
matters.
he's definitely still obviously a new tennis player.
Yeah,
So
tennis is hard. Yeah, that's
tennis
awesome.
is tough. I've been watching some of the senior kids play, and they're really good.
Oof, yeah. What
He can get
grade is he
there.
in?
Was that 10th?
10th. Cool.
Yeah, so he's
Awesome.
got a couple years.
Yeah. It's okay, good. Awesome. Yeah, tennis is hard, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool sport.
Mhm. All right, so I'll let you guys go. I gotta get some supper too, and then keep you
Yes.
guys posted on what our schedule will be like. So
And we'll keep you posted on the project.
okay,
Vicky and I are working through it, working on
Yeah.
refinements.
Oh,
It's going lovely. It's just the best. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun doing it. And yeah, we're polishing it up. It's basically discovery at this point. We're reading through it, and as we read, we're discovering things.
I
Yeah.
love that.
The
Oh.
personal stuff actually got a little more emotional for me than I thought it would be, but it's very healing at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had 2 sessions, and the first one I had to take a break because I was playing her father, and it's a very intense scene. And I was crying because, like I
Oh.
said to Heather, like when I act, I become the character.
Right.
And when you're playing an asshole, I'm sorry, Heather.
And he was the king of assholes when he was alive because of his addiction. He probably was outside of his addiction too, but I don't know. I didn't know that person.
And I just felt so icky inside. It was just,
I'm
oh.
sorry, but I mean, you did very well considering your discomforts.
And I've played her father before, so.
And he was just as much an asshole when he was sick because it was about his cancer and his dying days. And he was just as much an asshole then as he was.
But you know
most-
what? I think it was a little window into how it felt for him. He would have felt kind of icky inside being that way, you know?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's why I tried to give him as much respect and grace when I was able to really understand, hey, he's dying. And it's like, yeah, I didn't want to regret how I treated him. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to put up with this because it's not going to last forever. And I don't want to be the one with regrets when he's gone.
So I guess that was a little bit of a spoiler alert that
little teaser.
Yeah, the other script is on my YouTube, Haley and Kat, if you want to read it.
Sure.
But yeah, it's going to be a good read when we get it done.
It's called the other script is called Valley of Shadows, and it's set in 2014, and it's a very good read. And we're working on another one that isn't completely about my life, but it takes elements and mixes them into a nice stew pot of a story.
And not just that, we did the read with Table Read Tuesdays, so you would be able to find us actually reading her script, and it was a
Yes.
very good read that night. Yeah.
Yes, Valley of Shadows with this group was just beautiful. I'm glad I shared it with them, and it was just something I'll hold in my heart and treasure forever.
I'll totally give it a watch.
I treasure all my time with Table Read Tuesdays forever, the old and the new. You can PM me if you want, Haley. I can send you a link.
Thanks. Yes, we'll do.
Well, on that note,
Let's call it a night.
I love you all.
Love you.
Guys. Hi.
Bye.
Hi,
Good
YouTube.
night.
Good night,
I
everyone.
release you from the pits of hell.
Bye, guys.